Buongiorno, hello everyone. In today's video you're going to see so many different things, but I just want you to understand that we're also going to be visiting houses while we're also playing tourist. So today you're going to see some wonderful houses in Fivizzano, the village itself, but also just outside within the actual comune of Fivizzano in some wonderful little villages. So sit back, enjoy, and if you fall in love with anything like I did and David did, just let us know. I'll talk to you soon and enjoy the journey. Here we are in Fivizzano. And the municipio, oh, and David's just got, oh yes, David, I've got knocker envy. Have you? Oh, I've got knocker envy. Nick Ferrand would love that too, wouldn't you, Nick? If you're seeing it. We think we're coming up. Oh yes, I can see the bell tower. So we are definitely coming up into the central square up here, we think, because I remember the bell tower. Everything's very quiet. There's some lovely buildings and crests. Oh, that's a lovely big yellow building over there for sale, darling. That ochre one. And oh, look at this lovely church here. That looks like a pope of some description on the front. And yet here we have a very modern sculpture as well. Bit of a mix going on here. Vendesi, there's a Vendesi sign there in the village. So we know we're in the right spot. That's the beautiful church tower. And then I'm just going to come around and show you. There's the lovely fountain in the centre. Oh, there's my beautiful husband. We're meeting up with someone very soon, but I need to sit and have a coffee. This lovely Cafe El Vatico has a workman's lunch for €13 with 3 courses. And there's an antiquariato over there as well. So I've just come in the gate and you've got all these wonderful rosemary plants, sage and different things there. And that's your stairway. So this is all locked in, beautiful new railings. And it is that landing with that front door with the light just there. Really lovely in the centre of the village. This is the lovely kitchen, which is so sweet. Beautiful tile work, really, really sweet. That lovely country look, which is gorgeous. And, oh, the light's not on in this bedroom. Let me see if I can turn a light on. Ah, there we go. So this is a main bedroom in here, but there's another large bedroom downstairs that you will see that David has filmed for us because I can't get down there. Look at the size of these beautiful bespoke wardrobes with mirrors on the front, but all in timber. Again, it looks a little bit darker just because the curtains are across. But you're just looking out into a very, very quiet little walkway, but straight off the main piazza. So convenient, just perfect. This is the second little room upstairs, which is really sweet. So it could be like a little snug like they have it here, or it could be another bedroom if you needed one. It's in the centre of the village, but it's very, very luminous, as you can see. All totally finished. This house is in perfect condition. There's absolutely nothing to be done. Right next to that on this landing is the perfect little bathroom with the sweetest blue and white tiles. Really lovely. Washing machine under the sink. And you have all lovely new toilet bidet, but done old style. Lovely large shower cubicle, which is always lovely. And it has the interior towel heater linked to the central heating. That is the way downstairs, which you can lock off, which is great. just walking down, very slowly. I'm holding on to David, he's holding on to me. And we're walking down this beautiful walkway on the side of the village. So we've just come from there. We've got magical mountains surrounding us. And we're coming down this lovely little cobbled way, very slowly, to see a lovely house down here, which is going to have views to die for, I can just tell already. But I had to show you where I was off to. Beautiful open area to sit in. Gorgeous. And you come in under this wonderful arch full of Virginia creeper, down these beautiful stone stairs. Oh, it's quite magical, isn't it? Oh, this is absolutely magical. This is just looking around the back of the property. It looks over these beautiful fields into the hills. You've got another gate just down there that you can drive in and come into this area as well. There's a lovely timber shed, so to speak, there. Well, they call it for the timber. And then you've got this big covered or area here that you can cover if you want to as well for sitting. And look at how it's covered in Virginia creeper, which I always love things like that. To me, it looks like something out of a fairy tale. And then you come back, and this is where we just were. Again, all these beautiful dry stone walls with Virginia creeper and ivy. And then look at the front of this building with these big stones coming out from the wall. Incredible. That was the archway at the end there where I just showed you. So let's go in. Oh gosh, that's not what I was expecting. So this beautiful old house, farmhouse, has been totally restored. And goodness gracious me, we'll go there later. But look at these wonderful, wonderful walls and ceilings. They have the trave with the terracotta in between. Skylights, which, sorry, they're flaring a little bit. And look at this amazing ultra-modern kitchen, but with a really old sort of Arca-style cooker as well in the centre of the room. The floors probably need a little bit of work, just repolishing, but lovely timber floors and loads of space. So you have right down to that first fence line there, above the fruit trees and olive trees. And this is the view out of your main room. My goodness gracious me, isn't that spectacular? I've just come off a corridor into a first smaller bedroom. I'm just going to show you this bedroom. Oh my gosh, there we go. We're just into the light now. Look at this, is that magical as you look out the window via the Virginia creeper to the mountains. So that's a first room. It's off the little corridor just off the kitchen. You have a very modern style double sink here right in the actual walkway. And here we have the first of the bathrooms, which is a shower over bath with a toilet, central heating, very high ceilings. And just to the other side, there's no light, sorry, but you have just your toilet and your bidet separate, which is a great idea. So it's like an ensuite off the bedroom, but separated out. Here we have another bedroom, which could be another double bedroom or a study. Obviously, someone's using it like a study, I'd say. Again, with those glorious vistas. And that's straight off that lounge room area there. And then the second or third bedroom, sorry, that is off. This is a lovely big bedroom with those massive original, lovely travi or, I'm forgetting how to speak English, for heaven's sakes. You know what I'm talking about. Beams. But this one looks out to that gorgeous exterior part of the side of the house. So a different orientation. You have a wonderful church. I believe it's an old from Roman times where they have wonderful music festivals or concerts up there in summer. Isn't this a magical window? What a view. And you're looking out to the underneath eating or seating part down there of your garden. They have two singles, as you can see in here at the moment, but this is a big room. You could put easily a king-size bed and orientate it either this way or from this side here with the lights hanging down either side. Lots of possibilities in here. So I've had to put the flush on for you. There's one really large bathroom with a big shower at the back there, modern toilet, bidet and sink in there. That's right as soon as you come from the staircase from upstairs in those larger rooms, just so you understand. And then we're headed down the next few stairs into the lower ground floor. I can see a room here, an open room with a glass door heading out, more views there. Let's see what we have down here. David's already rushed forward and said to me, wait until you see down here. That's just understairs, lots and lots of storage there. And let's see what he's talking about down here. Oh my goodness gracious, David said wait until you get downstairs. You're going to go, oh my. Yes, I am going to go, oh my. Of course, it's echoing my voice because it's a large cavernous space, but oh my gosh, what a party room, what a lounge room. Oh, you could do a million and one things. Let me just get down here safely for you. Right. Now, of course, this, as I said, an older building where this has all been reconstructed. So these beams are massive, all new ceilings or floors from upstairs, wonderful beams, incredible original architectural design though left over. This person's obviously an artist. I can see some artworks there being made, which are cool. You've got a little sink in the corner, but of course you could do anything you wanted down here. You could have a beautiful kitchen across there, so you've got water already. I like the industrial lights. I think that's really groovy. And I believe this old stone here, which is covered over, so there's like a big sink or something underneath there, but I was told that has something to do with olive oil, so I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm causing a shadow. Not sure exactly. I'll check that after. But just lovely little niches in walls, and that's going out to that beautiful area I said outside that you could cover over. But what a space, a million and one possibilities here, that's for sure. This is that gorgeous little shed I was showing you from above, which is just a shed, but they use it for wood storage and different things. Here it's got tools and things in it. And of course, we're getting that beautiful breeze now of the mountains, but it goes, a pathway down, it goes down the side of the house. You have all the land beyond. But let me show you the return here, with this lovely big area that just needs a little bit of gardening done, obviously a bit of a clean up. Lavender growing wild all over the edges there, beautiful flowers, that lovely terrace, and with the cover there that you can put canvas over or an awning, and that's that beautiful doorway that I was showing you up in the lounge room. Oh no, that was the big bedroom, sorry. How beautiful is that? This is really quite magical. And I'm just showing you out to the views from that terrace, up to the mountains. Now, it doesn't snow here in Fivizzano as such. On a rare year, they might get one day and it melts immediately, a bit like it does where I live in Chianni. That's the side view of the house, which is glorious. Look at that with all the Virginia creeper. Some people don't like that, but it's harmless, Virginia creeper, and all the leaves drop off in autumn. It goes red, it's really pretty. So no snow, but snow fields 20 minutes away in the mountains if you're a skier. So that's a great option. And just one last little point, behind the wood store and the shed, you've got more gates with another very well paved driveway, quite steep. Nevertheless, you can go down there with a tractor or a ride-on mower if you want to go down to your field below for gardening. That's where your field is, just below there. Just so you understand, this is the other really large driveway in as well. And I'm going to turn around and show you what I mean. So we walked down part of the street which is up there. You saw me coming down that. That's another property over there, but very quiet. And I'm just going to spin around so you understand what I mean. There we go. So you have two ways down. You have this way down, which was from the front entry, the street way down to come around and come through these gates, or you also had the parking at the top. Do you remember? This house has so many options for so many things. Also, I have also been told by the agent that already in the Comune here in Fivizzano, it has been requested whether you could have a swimming pool, and yes, you can. And I can just imagine a swimming pool being just down here underneath the level of the house, really private, amongst the olive trees perhaps, or down in the field. You know, you've got room down there to have a tennis court if you wanted, have a football field if you wanted, whatever your heart desires. This house is on the market, to me, an exceptional price. Please, if anyone's interested, just let me know. It has been reduced, let's say, to try and make a quick sale. The people would like to move on, so therefore the price to me for what you're getting is absolutely exceptional. And this is the War Memorial in front of a very special looking building. I'm not sure what it is, but Fivizzano ai suoi caduti for the First and Second World War. Home to our B&B upstairs. Oh, I just wanted to show you these beautiful knockers. David and I are really into wonderful door knockers and doors. Well, we've just arrived in Luna dei Medici, which is a little bed and breakfast, if you like, in Fivizzano. And we're right in the centro storico, and I thought I'd just quickly show you our room. We chose something quite simple for a one-night stay, but it's really lovely, very well priced. As you can see, really, really sweetly done, and very sweet bedhead and lovely detailing. It's obviously really recently done, I would say. You have a little console there. We had water and biscuits and things left with us. It includes breakfast, which is in a kitchen area, which I'll show you perhaps in the morning when we take breakfast. Very, very modern bathroom. Lovely big shower with really pretty tiles. Very, very nice vanity and a toilet bidet. And then a really sweet little balcony. Now, the shutters were closed when we got here, so we didn't know we were looking out onto, but it's actually it's been raining. Really lovely little outlook. Looking up into the mountains, which are cloudy and misty because it's been raining, but a very sweet outlook. And we're right in the heart of town, but it looks like we're out in the middle of the country, doesn't it? Some nice gardens there. So this is in the heart of Fivizzano, and it's called Luna dei Medici if you're looking for somewhere to stay. I think Fivizzano has lots of lovely places to stay, in fact, but that's just the one we chose, and we're really, really happy with our choice. The lovely people at our B&B actually shouted us an aperitivo because their Wi-Fi was down, which was fine with us because we don't really mind. And I wasn't expecting anything, but they just insisted. Didn't they, darling? They did. And seeing we had no lunch today, cheese and some bread and a lovely Aperol spritz, and seeing we didn't lunch today, we literally had a cappuccino for lunch. It's actually very, very welcome, although I am worried that's just someone moving their chair, by the way. I am worried that it might spoil my dinner. So I might leave most of it to you, my love, because I know you can do better than me.
It won't spoil mine.
It won't spoil your dinner at all. David doesn't. Nothing spoils David's dinner. Are you having me on? Chin d'amore mio. Chin. Another Aperol spritz for the road. Chin. Well, we just finished our aperitivo. And there's active voices behind me. Can you hear them? Now, we weren't at that cafe. That's l'Angolo del Cafe. But I'm just going to show you this cute little piazzetta. We're staying just down the road. There's another little cafe on that corner as well, and a parrucchiere. There's a lot of hairdressers in this village, and that's where we just were having our aperitivo at the Rock House Cafe outside. Do you know what I saw there that I said to David was wonderful? There were young adolescents sitting there without their phones playing cards together for hours. I love it, love it, love it. Also, something odd about, well, odd in a great way for women, is that I've never seen so many hairdressers in one little village. We are now going to walk down this street and take you through a gate that we walked through before and go down that way to then get to where we're going for dinner this evening. We have just noticed as we're walking down pathways the names of people in the actual walkway, in the footpath. I said to David, it's like the Hollywood Walk of Fame for Fivizzano. Now I have no idea who these people are or why they were here. Oh, this one is Papa Nicola V. Interesting. Spinetta Malaspina. Oh, Malaspina is a very famous name in Italian and especially in Tuscan history, in ground there. So it may have been people that have perhaps had something to do with the history of Fivizzano. Puccio di Duccio. Who knows? But again, another little quirky thing about the village. Just as we turned the corner, we saw this and thought, what is that behind those massive gates? Fattoria Chigi, from what I can tell. And look, I'm just going to poke the camera here through a spot where I can. And look at that, this massive villa with beautiful lawns in the front. I have no idea what that is either. But I just keep on getting surprised by all these beautiful things I'm finding. There we go. I believe this is a poet, a famous poet, and I'm going to check out from the front who it is. But I couldn't help filming it for you with that beautiful orange and brick building behind first. So, dedicated to Giovanni Fantoni from Fivizzano. And there is the gentleman who was the poet from Fivizzano. Well, for all of you that follow Julie's story, oh, there are the bells. We've just come across her lovely home, and she did say that the people next door were doing works, which they certainly are. David said he recognised her new lamp from over the front door. So this is her lovely house with the lovely rooftop terrace up there. It's actually, she says her little house. It's actually a big house. It's a really good size house. And look at these beams that they're using in the building next door. What beautiful timber. Gosh, gorgeous, gorgeous beams. We were just wandering the streets and we came across it and I thought, oh, we recognise that. And David said, I know that lamp on the front of that house. So there you are. We ended up finding where Julie's house is for dinner. And I just wanted to show you the view from out the front. And soon all the lights will come on and it will be really pretty. Unfortunately, it's got too windy and there's the chance of rain. So we've decided not to sit outdoors. It really is a little bit chilly this evening, oddly enough, in the middle of June. But I wanted to show you where we are. We're in Agripodega del Gusso, which was highly recommended to us because they make everything themselves, a lot of organic foods, and it's all the specialities of the local area. And it says cibo fatto con amore, which is always so beautiful, food made with love. And lots of things that are made with local, forage things as well. So the lady running this lovely place has been explaining so many beautiful things to us, and we're looking through a gorgeous book on photography of LUNIGIANA, which is incredibly rich with nature and history and far more than we ever imagined. I have a glass of a beautiful Vermentino which comes from a vineyard just outside of Carrara, and David has gone with an artisanal beer which actually comes from our local neighbourhood, from Peccioli. And she said he's a lovely young man who grew up with vineyards and things with his parents, but decided to go into beer. But it's made with orzo, malt, orzo, luppolo. Orzo. I'm just trying to think what we call orzo in English. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I'll have to look it up and put it on the screen for you. But David likes to try things that are a little bit different like that. And we have gone with a little entree to share of a beautiful little, what would you call it? Not a flan, like a little, I don't know whether you would call it a tart. Until I see it, actually, I won't be able to describe it to you. But it's only made with local verdura. They eat a lot of greens here and grow a lot of greens. And this is just made with onion and locally grown corn, which sounded good. Then we're having a little salad made with farro, which is spelt, with local artichokes and olives and different things in it, which sounded really yummy. And then we're having the testaroli, which are the very, very famous local Lunigiana pastas. And we're having it with just a pesto sauce, which is made from basil, but the Lunigiana spin on it is that they use what did I say to you? Hazelnuts, which sounds delicious. So we're really looking forward to this evening. We just wanted to try something really, really typical of the area and lovely quality. So we're really happy that we've come in here on high recommendation. And then we have the beautiful salad made from farro, which is spelt, and then a pearl spelt here, which is locally grown in Lunigiana. It's very well known. And it has artichokes, locally grown artichokes, zucchini, and a couple of other things that I can't remember now. There was a few different things, but olive. The artichoke mixed with the spelt and things just sounded like a beautiful taste sensation. So let's dig in and see what this is like, and then we'll follow up with the locally made pasta.
It looks delicious.
David?
Yes.
Were you curious why your pasta looked toasted? I know I was. One side of it looks toasted, doesn't it? So I just asked the lady, and it's wonderful. You know how it's made? The pasta, so the pasta mix, is flattened between two, if you can imagine, like two flat lids or metal lids. But not lids, but something metallic that is round and big like a lid that you put on a pot. They are then thrown into a fire like that. So the side that is fire side down gets a little bit hot and toasty and makes the pasta change colour and gives it that toasted appearance. Probably changes a little bit the flavour as well. And that's why one side is still yellow, like the colour of pasta. I've never heard of pasta being made like that. This is so unusual but so delicious.
That's right.
So to finish this evening, we have been offered, and I wanted to buy a bottle because it reminds me of something that my mum and dad used to give me as a young woman, let's say. If I wasn't feeling the best, it was like an elixir, an old-fashioned sour or bitter, let's say not sour, bitter herbs elixir or drink from Italy, which was an unusual name that I can't remember and I've never heard of it since. I don't know if they make it anymore. But this is the Lunigiana version made by, as you can see, a doctor back in 1884. And I think it's very similar to what I used to get from Mum and Dad. So have a try. The lady just gave us a lovely try, and we're going to get a bottle of this elixir of life, because why wouldn't we? This is going to probably cure me of all my problems, darling. Oh, absolutely. Cheers, my love. Cheers, chin. We're just walking along the fortress walls, if you like. Fivizzano was a walled city or town, a ducale, so a dukedom. And misty hills, the lights are just coming on. I have a very, very soft shower of water. You know, that fine rain that doesn't make you wet, but it's just enough to make your hair go frizzy. The ladies out there, and some gentlemen as well, will understand exactly what I'm talking about. My hair hates humidity. I'm just always a frizz. So I'm walking along. We've just had that beautiful dinner. And when I say I'm walking, I'm just strolling very softly with my crutch in one hand down the nice flat stones here because it's cobbled, but see how in the centre there's a nice flat path? So I've chosen the nice flat path. Now I took a photograph earlier on of the inside of this beautiful villa, and it had a fountain, a wonderful fountain on its back wall, and we've understood now that that's the back of it there. But it almost looks like a chimney, doesn't it, here? Look at the detailing on the back of that. Amazing. And I think this is where we looked at... Oh yes, we did. Can you see that little tiny bit of terracotta roofing? That's that beautiful house I would have showed you earlier on. So there it is, lost right here in the heart of the village, literally, and yet being sitting here on the edge, you'd never know. It's like being lost in an incredible mountain paradise, isn't it? Only in Italy, a little boy is climbing up a Medici fountain and climbing all over the fish. And his parents are not saying a word. Isn't that charming? But in all honesty, it's very pretty here this evening with all the lights on, and you'll hear a lot of noise. Boisterous laughter, lots of people talking out very loud because today they counted all of the votes from the council elections across Italy, and people are out celebrating if their party won. This is where we had dinner earlier on. You'll recognise that lovely place there. Beautiful dark red building. There you go. Lots of applause for someone there. People are obviously doing things. I'm just coming around. Another restaurant here in the corner, Il Delfino, which had quite a few people in it this evening. And tomorrow, this whole square that I'm showing you is going to have the Tuesday market. So we're really looking forward to that. And also that the Antiquariato, which is in the corner, the antiquarian, will also be open. So I'm really looking forward to that. I love checking those out with David, see if there's anything special in there. Tonight we've made a couple of little purchases that I'll show you maybe later when we get back to the hotel room. And just one last little look around Fivizzano by night before we head back to bed. It's been a big day, and tomorrow there's lots more coming. Here we are. We've arrived on the square where we were last night with the beautiful fountain and the clock tower. You recognise it. But now it's totally different. It's the little Tuesday market, which of course is a typical Italian marketplace with clothing and food. We saw some food stalls actually down some of the side streets. They have all sorts of bits and bobs. Even look, I can see underpants, bras, the whole thing, plants, etc. This man is only just getting his stuff out, so we might go for a wander around, darling, and then come back once he's ready. Okay, let's do that. So we'll just wander around with you. This lady's selling a whole lot of shoes and sandals. Lots of summer slip-ons and things there. Gentlemen's underwear as well. You've even got curtains. Gosh, this person's selling curtains and roll-up blinds and all sorts of things. A little bit of everything. This is excellent, actually. I wish this is one thing, actually, I do wish we had in our village. It's the only thing that's missing, really. We have lots of markets in villages near us. But, some lovely plants. All the pretty flowers, darling. Look at those. They look like kangaroo paws like we have in Australia. They are, yeah. Well, there we go. Kangaroo paws all the way here in Fivizzano. Lots of the pretty flowers like we put around our home. That gentleman up there has a truck full of fruit and veggies. And more clothing.
High fashion.
Oh, high fashion, as David said. A dress that my mother would love. Perhaps. No, she probably wouldn't like the orange in it, actually. Oh, I like those little... I love little, what do you call these? Onesie things. There's some nice fabrics there. It's a pretty little summer dress, isn't it? Although I can't go with strapless dresses, but I do love it. If it wasn't strapless, I'd probably go for that. These little tops here are really sweet too. I like the colours because I'm really into olive green. Oh, they're fancy pants, darling. What are these pants here? Pull these ones out here. No, those ones with the pattern on them. Oh, like a paisley almost.
Oh, they're nice.
They're very nice, aren't they? Paisley sort of looking. Some nice loose t-shirts and things there.
Look at that. I love
Shopping. Oh,
Fashion
gosh.
for passion.
Oh, that sounds like me and you. We were just admiring the beautiful, look at the lovely big finocchio and all the varieties. The colours are wonderful, aren't they, darling? All the lovely asparagus with the white tips, all the different wonderful tomatoes that we just love. Zucchini flowers. Oh, it's just fantastic, the choice. I did try on, just so you know, I did try on a couple of things at that lovely dress store there. They did have some beautiful things and they were so inexpensive, but they're either made for very tiny Italians, which Italians do tend to be very slender, or they might be made in China, I'm not sure. Anyway, not the right size for me, that's for sure, unfortunately. So we're just looking at the beautiful flowers here. There are so many orchids up there, look. All the beautiful flowers, like the one I got from outside the house there, the bromeliads, I think they are. And aren't they looking wonderful? Look at all of these, and look at these colours over here as well. Isn't this glorious? There's nothing prettier than a flower market, is there? Or flowers in a market. Just gorgeous. Came into Claudio's beautiful antiquariato here in Fivizzano, and oh gosh, I could spend an hour in here easily going through, but I have to rush off now for an appointment, but we will definitely be back. Highly recommend. Claudio is so lovely and he's got so many beautiful things. I zoned in on that, didn't I? And it says sold. So we shall come back, if we can come back this afternoon or just around lunchtime while he's still here, we'll come back and have a better search. And I'll pop his details in the description, as you know.